So it's a Grape Explorer talking about today. So we're venturing to a place where I have a little bit of history because I was importing a lot of these wines back in the day. We're talking about over 25 years ago. So we are talking about Piemonte. And where is actually Piemonte if we don't know where it is? Well, it's all the way to the top here. This is the Piedmont region here. And we are going to zoom in today on a producer in the area of Barbera de Asti. And I have a lot of experience in this area because I used to import a lot of wines. But back in the day, this was a guy that I used to distribute in Florida. This is Vietti. Vietti was created by the family Vietti, but I used to deal with Alfredo Corrado. Alfredo Corrado was a dirt farmer, and back when we started distributing these wines, we actually brought these wines in through the Chalon group. And the Chalon, I don't know if everybody knows back in the day, but Chalon, very important property in California. They started to spread their wings and they started to do importation. So one day I had the opportunity from the Chalon group to represent Vietti, and I was like, are you kidding me? I'll take as much Vietti. And they also had Aldo Conterno. So I was a distributor for these wines. But again, we had Alfredo Corrado and his wife one time in Fort Lauderdale. We did a beautiful dinner. And Alfredo, who didn't speak much English, his wife spoke fluent English, thank God, because otherwise we'd be lost a little bit between each other, because Irish, Scottish guy like me, what do I know about Italian? But at the same time, I'm very passionate about Italian wines. So this guy picks up a bottle of Barbera and he said, "This is my best wine." And I was like, well, wait a minute, excuse me, Alfredo. You're making wines like Barolo and Barbaresco, and we call them the B's, Barolo, Barbaresco, Brunello. Those are the three best wines. This is Barbera. I said, really? That you consider that to be your best wine? Well, he was a dirt farmer. I mean, when I say a dirt farmer, this guy would just seriously get in the vineyard and just get his hands just filthy dirty between the nails. And what he was trying to tell me was this is the best wine that he personally thinks that he makes, because in those days, Barbera flew under the radar. Nobody knew it. Everybody knew Barolo and Barbaresco, but not an easy grape. Nebbiolo is not. We'll talk about Nebbiolo another time. But we want to talk about Barbera, and we want to talk about Barbera d'Alba and Asti. But Vietti, one of the best producers in all of Italy. And these are clay soils, so when you smell these wines, you get a lot of that beautiful, rich kind of fruit. Raspberries and spice tone and clay. And I think that these are one of the best values in all of Italy. So if you're looking for Italian wines, you don't want to spend the money in Barolo and you don't want to spend Barbaresco, look for Barbera. This is the value. This is what we all should want to drink in Italian wines. It's really, really great. But it's called Barbera. The area is Asti. According right here, see this yellow area. Of course, I got the yellow one in honor of this Barbera de Asti region right here. This is one of the best regions in all of Italy. So I broke out the yellow shirt in honor. Cheers. This is the Grape Explorer talking about great Italian wines, which I adore, and talking about beautiful value in wines.